to actually do weaving, and I felt it was my responsibility to carry on the tradition. So.
Okay, that's so nice that you took that on. And you're right, timing is everything, right? I think as a child you may not be interested even, but as you get older, you're like, oh, we want to keep this tradition alive. What kind of, so I see hats here. What kind of items do you make?
So traditionally, or theoretically, I do a lot of hats. I was just in the Wormble Art Show this past May, and I started doing some obies. So I did obies this past year.
I'm going to hold this up because I didn't know that's what this was.
Sorry.
This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. It's so creative. In fact, as I'm looking at this, these are really kind of non-traditional Lauhala items.
Right, so they're more contemporary, and I always look at bringing something that's customary and traditional into a more contemporary time, and how do we weave the two, periods together.
But that's good because generations are different. My kids now are different, so you kind of have to keep it up so that they may say, hey, that's a hat that I would wear.
Exactly, and that's exactly why I do what I do. While these are more like traditional in style, our fedoras are more our popular style hats for the younger generation, and that's how we hook them in to learn to perpetuate the craft, because otherwise it becomes a dying art.
How long would that take, the fedora hat?
A fedora can take about 40 to 50 hours to make, and that's just weaving time, not to mention gathering of the materials and resources.
Let's talk about that. Where do you get all your materials from?
So I like to gather materials from where I'm from in Keoua. I try to gather leaves from the same tree that my great-grandmother collected from, and so this is both made with those leaves. But if I can't get to Keoua, then it's any leaves here or trees that I can get to.
And I heard there's something called a scale. Is it an invasive species that's kind of
It is. And actually, you know what? Like the Rapidotia death, we're really facing a big challenge with our Lauhala trees. A lot of the trees on Maui and Molokai have been infected, and it's actually killing the tree. So if we don't do anything to protect it, we could actually see a loss of our resources in the future.
What can we do?
Best thing is if you're traveling to Maui and Molokai and you gather raw leaves, don't bring them back, because human transfer of the scale is the biggest problem.
Okay, thank you for that. Now you actually offer free classes.
Yes, I do. So I'm at the Royal Hawaiian Center 3 days a week, and we offer classes to anyone, not just our tourists. So we invite the locals to come down, and I actually had a few local people come down. So we actually do bracelets at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass this over to you.
Okay.
And basically, we're going to take this piece, we're going to wrap it around the bracelet. Right.
I can see if you're sitting there for, a lot of hours, this can be very meditative.
Oh, awesomeness it is. So before we do that, we're going to bring the two pieces up.
Both of them?
Yes, and then we're going to bring the middle piece down.
Okay.
So I like to say that I've solved a lot of life problems while reading, just because it is so meditative. Yes, and then we're going to bring the middle piece down.
Okay.
So what we offer at the Royal Hawaiian Center is just something that's very basic. We do have some intricate patterns when it comes to Lauhala bracelets. The cool thing about Royal Hawaiian Center is we have all kinds of other classes there. There's rainmaking, quilting, lomi, which I have not gotten to yet.
Oh, and I've heard of hula.
Hula, and ukulele lessons. And so, like I said, we welcome anyone down. You're awesome.
You said one instruction, and I'm just going with it.
No.
We're almost out of time, but I heard that you are the subject of a documentary that's coming out in December.
Yeah, we're in production right now, and I'm just so fortunate to be a part of this documentary. Oahu Films is documenting my life story so that my family's legacy can live on. And it's called The Weaver, so look for that. Hopefully production will be done and out in December.
Okay, I love that. Terrific, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's called The Weaver, and you can find him at the Royal Hawaiian Center. 3 days a week.
3 days a week.
Okay, Phil, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up after the break, we are going to wrap things up and tell you what we have in store for you on Monday when Living a Lake returns. I'm super motivated to finish this.
You should go and see us.
I think I will.